Hey, I'm David Waugh, here at Waugh Racing, and one of our cars that has been in our family for a very long period of time, or for me personally, a very long period of time, is this Holden and Repco powered 5 litre SLR 5000 sport sedan. The only one that was ever built in 1976 under Harry Firth, and was engineered by Rebecco and built here in Sydney actually with Colin Bond. Then ventured life down to Ronnie Harrop, and Ronnie Harrop in 77, 78, and 78 to 79, the one and only Peter Brock drove this car, and then it went to Queensland. While we were on holidays, I was 2 years old, and my dad seen it in the local paper, I think, at that time, and we basically took our family up, drove up to where this car was being held and purchased it and drove it home with us. Dad raced it in both here, New Zealand, Australian Hill Climb Championship, all sorts of places. In those days it was just upgrading from the car he had to a V8 powered Tirana, but managed to keep the car for a lot of years. He raced it in the Australian Sports Sedan Championship to the point where they had a rule change with the way that the guards had the square guard rather than the roll guard. And they asked him to fix those guards, and basically he didn't want to. So out of spite, we parked it in the corner of the workshop for 25 years. And we always spoke about putting it back to as it sits behind me in the original colour scheme between 78 and 79. And in 2013, both myself and Dave Fife and one other fellow, my dad's best mate, Steve Howe, we all put this car together after hours and got it back to as it sits behind you there. It really is a special car, given that it's a one-off, but there's also a lot of one-off built parts in the car. So not something that is raced, not something that I'm looking to race, but something that I really enjoyed putting back together. Obviously pretty close to my heart with being my dad's car. But even harder decision of late is we're thinking about selling the car or moving it on. We'll go through the realms of that in the next probably 2 to 3 months of trying to move that on, and hopefully it can extend its history at somewhere else. Like to see it go into a museum or something, but we'll see where it ends up evolving to.